Hey guys, it's POSTBOXPAT and welcome back to a new video, and today I'm going to be doing a review about Halo Wars 2, the BLITZ beta, which is pretty interesting. Personally, I'm a massive Halo Wars fan. I loved Halo Wars 1. I absolutely smashed it. I got to 2 Brigadiers on 2 accounts, which is pretty good. It's near enough the max level, almost the max level on one of them. And I used to love the game and I used to play it so much. Never bought the DLCs for it, but I absolutely loved it. So obviously I'm going to do a review on Halo Wars 2. Now, Halo Wars 2 beta, I enjoyed it. I really did like it. Halo Wars 2 BLITZ, however, is slightly different. I'm going to be going over my first opinions of this. On screen now you can see me playing as Andres in some gameplay, and towards the end of the video I'm going to be going over the user interface of Halo Wars 2 so far as what we know it. So the graphics on this game ain't perfect. Comparing them to like games like Battlefield with the I think it's Blizzard, isn't it, or something? Not Blizzard. Frostbite server. There you are. Frostbite servers. They are insane. But let's not compare it to Battlefield. Let's compare it to other games on the market which don't have superb graphics like Battlefield. For example, Call of Duty. The graphics on that ain't as good as Battlefield. Now you can argue about that, but you can just tell. But anyway, you know, Halo Wars 2 graphics, they ain't the best, but the game, it runs smoothly and it doesn't seem to have many frame rate drops from this aspect. So far, my opinion of BLITZ is medium, probably about 70-60%. There's a few things I don't like about it, but let's talk about the positive things first. I do like the way they've got the card system and the way your units drop straight in. As you can see, they just spawn straight in and I'm having fights with people straight away. I find that really interesting. The mechanics of the controls are a little weird and the animations aren't as much as the old Halo was. When you're fighting units, the animations seem to be a little dodgy and you don't know who's fighting who, and it's taken me a little while to get the hang of how to select certain units and little shortcuts there and then. It's just a little bit, the control system is slightly different to the old Halo Wars. Now the gameplay on screen is a very good game from myself. There's a lot of different things going on and a lot of different things being played and different cards. It's only a basic deck, so I haven't actually customized this deck that I'm using, it's just one that you get given, but it's interesting to see the mechanics and the way things work. Now the numbers above my troops, I believe, is because either they've done well in performance of getting kills or they are leveled up by the number of cards I have of them. Now the way this works is the BLITZ game mode itself. Now again, there is the standard game mode in Halo Wars when it comes out, as there was in the original beta, which was quite a long time ago now. There is still that standard mode. So if you're worrying about that standard mode, it's still there. But this video or review is mainly focused on BLITZ from what I think of it now, and if I keep playing the Halo Wars beta, I'll bring out a video at the end of the beta on what I think of it overall. Obviously my mind might change because they'll probably bring out a little bit extra things for the beta. Now you have the cards. The cards, you can earn them from doing challenges in the game, which doesn't seem very difficult. I'll talk more about challenges towards the end of the video, but they're not that difficult, daily and weekly challenges. Also, you can buy them with real money. Now, that side of stuff, microtransactions, really does put me off personally. I ain't a big fan of microtransactions. I've never enjoyed a game with microtransactions. The only game I think I've ever played with them would have been Black Ops 2, and that was only for skins. Other than that, I have never enjoyed a game with them apart from mobile games because they're slightly different. But any console games, I just don't enjoy it when they put microtransactions in the consoles. But Halo Wars 2, I can see it's still you being able to play it pretty well without buying these card packs, because from the beta point of view, I've got some decent cards just from opening packs that you get from challenges, and I believe from what I've gathered from the game, you can still complete the challenges in any game mode you like. So you complete the challenges in either normal multiplayer or the BLITZ game mode, and you probably will still get packs, hopefully anyway. Don't know if they're just doing that for the beta or not. Obviously the full game isn't out yet, and they'll probably change a few things because it is a beta. It's not exactly a beta, it's also a sales advertising type thing. A lot of companies do that nowadays. They bring out an open beta, but really it's just to try and get you to enjoy the game and buy the game. I don't like saying it like that, but when you think about it for a business point of view, it technically is. So let's not talk about too much of the business point of view though. I know I've studied things like that in the past, like economics and things like that, and I don't like talking about too much related to the business side of the gaming industry because it's not what this should be about. This should be about the review of the game. But the beta itself, in all honesty, is mainly a business point of view. They could probably put it as a closed beta if they wanted exactly to be a closed beta, but it's not. It's obviously trying to encourage people to buy the game, which is no problem with it, but the microtransactions does put me off a little bit for that aspect. So that's the only downside to it so far. The other downside to Blitz is the games are really short. The game you're watching at right now is a decent length game because there was a lot of challenging going on. But if you're playing 3v3 or 2v2 or 1v1, the different game modes, mainly 3v3 or 2v2, and your teammate isn't talking, or you're not talking to them and they're just random people, like in this game, they cannot be the best players and they don't really know what they're doing. Obviously, when people start to get used to it, people might have a good aspect and good idea. Obviously, it's only a beta and it's only the first few days, but it's pretty easy to know what you're doing after you've played one game. You've basically got to hold points and objectives, A, B or C. So it's not too difficult to understand, but a lot of people seem to not go for the points, or they just like don't seem, or they send their army in on their own without telling the team that they're going in, and then they go in and it's the end. So as you can see here, I'm collecting the resources. These little purple drops give you extra in-game currency. That little purple supplies there, right hand side of my screen, you can get a certain amount of supplies and that gives you them. You can also see there's a limit to the amount of troops you can have in this game mode, which is 30. Now it doesn't tell you exactly what each troop is worth, but you get the idea when you summon them in. It's not too difficult. Another good thing about this game mode is there is a limit on troops and a limit on supplies, so it's interesting to know what to respawn and what not to. And one thing that I've noticed is you can consistently see the enemy army. I have not noticed a bit so far where you can't see their army. On the map you can see their army, you can see where they're moving to, which is a very interesting way of playing Halo Wars. The beta itself, the original beta which came out a few months ago, quite a while ago now, and the original game, you couldn't actually see where the enemies were. But being able to see where the enemies are moving to, or the next going to, kind of gives you an idea where you can cut off, where you can place units. As you can see, I'm placing these down as mortars, the mortar in there. And you'll notice here, I do manage to hold this objective. You're probably thinking, Pat, you're really going to lose this. Got some reinforcements coming in around the side, and then mortars over the top are really defending hard. Now, if you are a big Minecraft fan like myself, and you just want to try something new, Halo Wars is a great game to try. The strategy game is very interesting. It really does give you a lot of like creativity and makes you think of new ideas and new ways of defending. It's scenes like this that you're watching right now, where I'm summoning vultures and summoning certain types of troops to defend the area. It's scenes like this which I really do enjoy about the game. This is why I enjoy Halo Wars. You can see that the game's almost over because you've got to get to 180 points. That is the only problem with this. I'd probably suggest when the full game comes out, or maybe even in the beta, extending the time a little bit, making it a little bit longer, about 10. You want to make it so the game lasts about 10 minutes. A bit longer, maybe even 13, 14. Because it is a strategy game and you should really have to build up and get your supplies. Fast-paced strategy games, I agree, this is pretty fun, playing it pretty fast-paced. But it'd be a lot much better if you could have a little bit longer on the timer if the team is dominating. Maybe just don't give you like as much points as quickly for holding the objectives. It's kind of frustrating when that happens. And we did win that game, as you saw. It's very interesting to see how you can win. But there are some games where I've lost 180-0 because my team just didn't help me out and just didn't push in. But yeah, now I'm going to be going over a little bit of the user interface. It's a great game. I definitely recommend downloading the beta because it is free, and trying the game out because it is really awesome to play. But so far, that's my opinions of the beta. All running smooth, all really awesome. Definitely give it about 7 out of 10. Just the microtransactions in the future which are going to really annoy me. So let's take a little look at the challenges and stuff and there and then. So you've got different types of challenges. You've got daily challenges, free, and free weekly challenges. And so far, I've been getting packs off these, and I will do a pack opening if you guys want to see that. I'll probably do that. But yeah, I've been getting packs off the challenges. It's pretty interesting, and the daily ones reset every day. So that's pretty interesting. You see I've got packs there to open. We'll go on the pack screen in a second, and it tells you how many you need. So let's take a look at the packs. So there's the packs. Obviously I'm not going to open any now, but I'll be doing a separate video on that most likely, of all my packs that I've opened so far in the beta. Now you can see you've got the top, buy packs, and I don't like that option. And here you've got your select your leader, where you can create your decks. You've got a variety of different leaders. You've got 6 different leaders you can pick between, and you can create decks simply like this. When you go to create a deck, you've got a variety of cards to pick from. You've got 3 symbols. If you're wondering what them symbols are, each one means ground, tank, and air. If it's in green, it means it's very strong against that type of unit, and if it's in red, it means it's not very strong, and yellow is medium against that unit. So yeah, that's that. It's a very good concept, and again, there's the 6 leaders. Pretty cool. I like the way they've got different leaders completely, apart from Captain Cutter, to the original Halo Wars. and even Andras. It doesn't exactly look like the old Andras, which is really interesting. So I do enjoy the game a lot. There's a lot of cool features and a lot of cool things which I definitely suggest trying out. If you haven't got Firefight and other features coming into the future, you got 3 different game modes. You got Duel, Standard and Brawl. The actual main menu is slightly different as well from it when I was in the beta. You got Campaign, Multiplayer, Blitz and Skirmish and Store across the top, which is pretty interesting. I do find all that interesting. But anyway guys, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give me your opinion of Halo Wars 2 in the description down below. Not in the comment section, sorry, down below. Don't put it in the description because it won't let you. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Give me your opinion of Halo Wars 2. If you haven't downloaded it yet, tell me why. If you are going to download it, tell me that you're going to download it, and then come back and give me an opinion on what you think of the game. If you've never played strategy games before, try it out, see what you think. Don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe. I'll be doing another one of these towards the end of the beta, explaining a little bit more. Obviously I've probably missed out so much in this, where you guys are probably going to pick up on, but this is just my first opinions and first review and first game on Halo Wars 2. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and once again, this is POSTBOXPAT signing out.